Day 30 of the Irish Coast Cycle was going to be another of those epic days. I was starting off at my B&B on the Down East Peninsula, coming down across Harry Blaney Bridge, quite a spectacular bridge that, and then heading up around Fanad Head, where really it's very rural, isolated. There's not much at all until you come back down. And then the first ferry of this particular leg of the trip coming over to Buncrana, and then another kind of long trip away from everywhere up over a mountain pass till I got to Clamani here, stopped for a pint there, and then a long run, very long indeed, all the way to where I was going to be spending the night, which is over here at Kinnagoe Strand. One of the best places I've ever camped. We'll get to that by the end of the video. So the bridge itself is well worth the crossing. Very light traffic for such a huge bridge. I'm sure there's a story behind all that somewhere. But then it was around to yet another memorial of Republican struggle, which is the Land League and the assassination of Lord Leitrim. Given the housing crisis of modern-day Ireland, that last line about ending the tyranny of landlordism is a bit over-optimistic, I think. But moving on around the beauty of Fanad Head, and there's the lighthouse, there's many fine beaches, some very likely looking wild camping spots indeed, and as you're probably familiar, a lot of hill climbs. In fact, I think on this northern leg of the trip I ascended the same height as of Everest over the 6 days, if I remember correctly. Then on to Rathmullen and the ferry across to Buncrana. This saves you quite a considerable distance by road and is great, beautiful in itself. Buncrana is a busy enough town and a fair bit of traffic, but once you're a bit out of it, you're back onto very quiet rural roads, and in fact ascending a pass that's almost 400 metres high. The couple of pints and a battery charge in the pub at the base of the pass were well deserved. A little bit further down the road I picked up a pizza, which I put on my back carrier because I was once again in a race to sunset, and cycled about 35 kilometers in order to get to Kinnagoe Bay, which is my chosen wild camp spot for the night. I was a little surprised to actually find I'd company on this one because it really is the middle of nowhere. So 115 kilometers later and a beautiful sunset. That was day 25 of my Irish Coast Cycle. Please do give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and do follow the channel because I've plenty more coming.